I looked down like that because I'm like, I ain't got nobody mic on. Okay. Should be good to go. But hey, hey, good morning, beautiful people. I'm not walking as fast today. This is my second time walking already today. So I knocked out 5 miles earlier this morning. So today I'm walking for time. So my goal is to walk for an hour. I'm not going for distance, I'm going for time. It's starting to get a little chilly. So it is 73 degrees. It was 66 when I first got on here this morning. So the temperature is getting better. Hey, Teresa, good morning. I changed up the scenery today. I'm on my balcony. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I didn't feel like bringing my computer out here. Hey, hey, hey. Why can't I see your name? Is that Bankton Boys? But hey, thank you for engaging with the chat. Yeah, I'm walking it out today. Okay, good. You can see and hear me. Good, good, good. Yeah, I didn't feel like bringing my computer out here and all that. So I'm having to look straight on today. But yeah, I just want to come outside. I feel like I'm always walking indoors. And I walked out here earlier today. So I'm already 5 miles in. Let me see. Let me see where I'm at with my steps. Okay, so I'm at a little over 11,000 steps already, and it's not even noontime yet. So I'm rolling. I'm feeling good so far. You are beautiful. Why, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I love a good compliment. So yeah, my goal for today is to walk 1 hour. I already walked what was it? How long did I walk today? I walked like an hour 40 already earlier today. Hour 45, I don't know. So I'm trying to see how I feel. Because basically what happened, so this morning I got on TikTok live and I walked. I just want to see what it. So I got on TikTok live yesterday. Wow, you walk it out early. So yeah. So let me tell you. Okay, so yesterday after I got done doing my arm and back workout with y'all, um, I had to go walk to my mailbox. So walk to my mailbox, I was like, oh, it feels good out here. And some kept telling me like, get on TikTok live. TikTok and YouTube are totally two different platforms. It gives you different energy, different feel, different vibe. Just everything's different, right? So I was a little nervous about getting on TikTok, but for some reason I kept being pushed to get on TikTok, and I'm like, I don't want to get on there. I'm so used to getting on here and talking to y'all, and I feel like I'm building a community on this side. So I got on TikTok yesterday. It was just a random time. I think it was like three something in the afternoon. I don't know. It was a random time. I got on there. I ended up walking for like an hour. I think I walked for like an hour 40 as well. And the engagement, I had like 10,000 likes. They do things different over there. You get like diamonds and people can give you gifts and all that. So it's just different. So I was like, I know a lot of times because I know when I get on there, I see a lot of people walking like on my live feed. I see a lot of people on there walking. And I'm like, I've been walking. Let me give this a try. So somebody who was on there yesterday was like, you might want to try to get on there earlier in the morning because more of your workout people gonna be on there in the morning. I said, you know what? I'll give that a try. So this morning, I got up, posted my video from yesterday. D Nice, what's going on? Hey, hey, hey. So I got on there this morning. Yeah, I had over 4K viewers. It was 3.7 unique viewers, but over 4K views total. So I was like, okay, TikTok. I see why people like TikTok. It's definitely a difference. I think the difference between TikTok and YouTube, though, is that with YouTube, it's just more stability over here. I feel like you don't ever hear about YouTube having any problems. But with TikTok, it's just a different beast. Well, thank you, D Nice. It ain't nothing to really congratulate me on yet. I ain't really making no big moves. It was like my fourth time getting on live on TikTok. I got on there. One time I just got on there just to get on there. The second time I got on there and did nutrition, I got on there yesterday and then today. So it did motivate me. How many followers? And that's the funny thing. So on TikTok, I only have like 1,200 followers. So I just started like really being consistent. Maybe like I'll say it's been about a month. I started off because I've been on TikTok for a while, but I was doing like most people where I would just scroll. I really want to get on there and post anything. And then I was like, well, why don't you just start posting your fitness content on there? And so I think it's been about a month. Don't hold me to that. But I think for the past month, I've just been posting like consistently. Like every day I'm trying to post something. And so my followers grew from like 400 or 500 to now I'm at 12. But TikTok is a different breed over there. Definitely different energy. But I think from coming on here, I've already got used to, what about trolls and what if somebody got something mean to say? I think I've already gotten past that in my life now from being on YouTube. I think that's why it was a little easier for me to get on there. But I do think the difference between TikTok and YouTube when it comes to being on live, that on TikTok, I don't feel like I have to fill the space, like the quiet space. On here, I feel like I have to come on here more with like an agenda. You got to come with things to say. Over there, people just get on there and they'll cook food or just do whatever. And I know they do that sometimes over here as well, but much love, beautiful. Keep pushing. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I can do. I'm going to keep pushing for sure. I just got to keep seeing what works and what doesn't. That's all I'm going to do. I just feel like I think I was putting myself in one box by trying to just focus on just YouTube. And I think my content, I can post it everywhere. So it's like, why not do that? I think that's what I hear so many people say they do. My sister, one of her videos went viral. And people were some people had mean comments. There were a lot of positive comments. So I think that's where I just want to stay like in my safe little box. Because I feel like once your videos start going everywhere, you got to worry about what people are going to say. But I'm learning not to care about all that. Being on YouTube has thickened my skin up a little bit already. From the few people well, I don't get it now as much. But when I first was getting on here. So yeah, my goal is to just walk for an hour. I'm walking a little slower today. Normally I walk like I try to like increase my speed as I go. I've been walking now for 10 minutes. And normally I would have tried to increase it, but I think I'm gonna stay here for most of this walk. Like I said, I already did a little over 5 miles earlier today. I'm trying to figure out how to go back and forth between the two platforms to make it work. So we'll see. That's why I said I need another phone. That'll make it easier. So today we're gonna talk about myths. So y'all already know I'm coming with nutrition talk. Yes, you definitely have to have tough skin to put yourself out there. Yeah. And and that's why I've waited to put out some of my personal business. You either gotta get personal on these platforms or you gotta be messy. Like that's what wins for some reason. And I don't want to have to do all that. Like if I can't get followers or get the love and support from clean content, then I guess it ain't for me. Because I ain't about to put no mess on here. But that's what people love, controversy stuff. But today, y'all, you already know I'm going to talk about some nutrition stuff. Hey, Pal Pal, what's going on? Happy Tuesday. I am feeling pretty good today. I had an early start this morning, so I've been walking since I think I started like around 8:30. I started walking at 8:30, a little after 8:30, and I got off. I want to say it was closer to. It might have been a little before 10:30. I don't know. I walked for a good little minute earlier today. Um, so I'm already at a. Let's see how many steps I'm at now. So I'm at almost 12,000 steps for the day already. So yeah, so today I'm just going for time and not distance. But we're gonna talk nutrition. So I got some nutrition myths for y'all. I haven't done myths in a while. I feel like I haven't talked about myths, facts, what's true and what's fake when it comes to nutrition. So I got 8 good ones for y'all. Cause I was like, you know what? We love talking about food. And I think we agreed that I should start talking about nutrition at least twice a week. So I think as of right now, that will of course be Sunday. And then I think my main topics on Tuesday should be about nutrition because that's the hardest part for anybody to accomplish is the nutrition side of the house. So I want to make sure I hit that. So I got 8 true, false. Sorry if I missed your live stream yesterday. I had a busy day and oh, that's fine. Yeah, I know y'all got lives. It is okay. I'm never pressed if you guys aren't able to make it. I appreciate the effort, time, and energy when y'all do get on here. So yeah, it's no issue at all. Okay, so I have 8 different ones. I have 8 different myths, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what the truth is about it. Okay. So number 1 says carbs make you gain weight. You already know I'm gonna say about this. A lot of people tend to think that carbs make them gain weight, and so that's why a lot of people go on like these different fad diets. They try to eliminate carbs, but it's excess calories that cause a problem. Carbs actually fuel your brain, and they also fuel your muscles. Uh, well, thank you. Yep, definitely give me thumbs up all around. But yeah, so carbs are not your enemy. You don't have to worry about trying to eliminate carbs from your diet. They do not make you gain weight. What makes you gain weight is when you overeat those carbs. And that's what people don't understand. Remember, I told y'all there's no such thing as a bad food, but how much you eat. That is the problem. Remember, carbs are your first line energy source. So when it comes to your macros, that's what your body tries to pull from first. Where are you at? Yeah, I'm on my balcony. Yep, I'm on my balcony. I just want to be outside today. I walked outside. I walked out here yesterday just because I didn't care. And I think that's when you learn a lot about yourself, when you just stop caring. So I learned I like walking outside. uh, so yeah. Okay, I can see. Yep. So carbs, that's number 1. Carbs will not make you gain weight. That is a myth. You just got to make sure you're not overeating your carbs. Remember, carbs are your first line energy source. They're very important. Anytime your body doesn't get carbs, it tries to pull from other sources or your other macros. I've been walking for 15 minutes, y'all. My body like, really? We walking again? Let's just say I know I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Cause it's the fact that I'm walking this much so early on, I can only imagine how many steps I'm gonna get in when the day's over. Uh, I feel it in my quads. I meant to walk backwards today, but I don't feel like flipping my walking pad. I said I was gonna walk backwards on here because I walked forward earlier today. I'll do that tomorrow. So tomorrow, y'all, make sure I'm walking backwards. Say, LJ, walk backwards. Um, so my number 2 myth when it comes to nutrition, eating late at night causes fat gain. So a lot of this stuff is about, a lot of my myths, I think, are towards gaining weight. I think maybe I got like 2 or 3 more, or I'll say 2 more that mention fat gain. But eating late at night causes fat gain. Remember I told y'all everybody's schedule is different. So just because most people work a 9 to 5, or that's what most schedules are, that does not mean everybody's schedule looks like that. So if I'm working late at night, it's all about how many calories I'm getting in a 24-hour period. So it don't matter. There's no right or wrong way to eat calories. Well, okay, let me take that back. There is no set blueprint. Let me say that. There is no set blueprint on how you have to eat calories throughout the day, but you just have 24 hours to make sure you're eating your calories properly. So overall intake, if you're in a surplus, will you gain weight? So I don't care if you eat 11 o'clock at night. You're not going to gain weight from that. But remember I told y'all at night is when your body's trying to heal itself. It's I used earlier today, I said it's like a warehouse. Everybody has a job in there. Everything, your blood, your muscles, everything has a job. And if you're giving it more tasks to do, it's hard for it to do what it's supposed to do. So you want to make sure you're not eating close to when you're going to sleep, because then your body has to focus on digesting that and other things that come with that. So that's the only real thing you have to worry about. But it's not so much eating right before you go to sleep is not really the problem. It's just more work on your body is what it is. But I'm not saying if you eat close to going to bed, that means you're going to gain weight. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying make it easier on your body. That's like saying, think of it like this. If I work an 8-hour shift, is it better for me to spread my workout throughout the 8 hours or wait till I have 2 hours left and then start working? Right? So now your body got to get all this done. Now you have to get all this work done in 2 hours versus the 8. And that's how your body feels when you wait to eat late at night versus spreading your food out throughout the day. Now your body has to focus on digesting that. So just help your body. That's all I'm saying. But a little late night snack never hurt nobody. It's when we eat. What I'm talking about is when you're eating like big meals. And then once again, it all goes back to the calorie surplus. Like, as long as you're not going into surplus, you're going to be good. You don't have to overthink it. But I know a lot of people probably don't even realize how much they're really eating. I already know that. I know people probably don't even realize that they're eating a lot more than they think. Because it could be the smallest thing, especially when it comes to our drinks. We had this talk a lot already. But I know people who don't like to drink water, I'm pretty sure you're getting a lot of calories in through what you drink. Man, today's a very beautiful day. Very beautiful. It's like no wind. It hasn't really been windy today, so I love that. The temperature has been good for the most part today. Yeah, it's at 75. So it's slowly starting to creep up. This morning when I was on here, it was 56 degrees. I walked out. I had just this shirt on. And I was like, ooh, it's too cold out there. Y'all know I get cold easily. I am searching for a walking pad that will. So let me tell y'all, Jag Jog is a little expensive. This brand I got, maybe, it is durable, but so I was talking about the incline walking past earlier today. And so of course technology be listening. So I got notification earlier today about Jag Jog and some of the things they're offering. And so I was like, okay, let me see what Jag Jog got going on. Let me see if they got any good prices on the incline. Why does the incline walking pad cost $188? I definitely won't be buying this brand for my incline. I didn't think it was gonna be that expensive. I was thinking maybe 150, but $188, y'all crazy. It's windy and cloudy here right now. It's 5:50 p.m. This morning was sunny. Yeah, it's really nice here. It was a little cloudy this morning, but now the clouds are starting to leave me, and the sun's starting to come out a little more. But I mean, of course, I'm shaded, so I feel good. I got a good parking spot, so I was looking at my car. Yeah, $188 for a walking pad. Y'all are crazy. Shoot, if I knew how to set this up safely, I could turn this into an incline walking pad. Set it up on some bricks. The front had, yeah. So I'm gonna have to do my research and try to figure out how I can get a different walking pad, an incline one at a cheaper price. So I thought that's too. I thought I can buy a treadmill for that. Maybe it was just that kind. I don't know. I didn't really go into like full like research mode. I had just clicked on it, and it had a list of them, and so I happened to see the one that gets up to 15 degrees. We had to, right? Speak that, pow pow. That's what I really want. That's like a goal. I put it on my vision board. I put that I would love to get like a really high brand and be an ambassador for them. Because people keep asking me about Jag Jog or like what walking pad I'm on, should I say? And I just keep giving it out for free. I guess you don't have to get paid for everything. Okay, so let me go to my third myth when it comes to nutrition. Okay, fat in food makes you fat. So I know a lot of people don't like. They feel like if they eat fat, that's gonna make them fat. But once again, it's not about what you're eating, it's how much you're eating. Like you have to eat the healthy fats, like avocado, nuts, oil that you use. Those are good healthy fats. And especially because I've been talking to y'all about your hormones. Oh, thank you, Papa. With most women, I try to explain to y'all, our hormones are what our body is centered around when it comes to the changes we want to make. So I cook with peanut oil. I use olive oil, but I think for a lot of women, the issue that we have when it comes to our hormones, because if you don't have like a thyroid condition, yeah, okay, yeah, me too. If you don't have like a thyroid condition or any other type of medical condition, a lot of times we're trying to figure out what's the reason that we're not losing weight or that we're having problems with our gut. But fat is essential in our hormones as well. It helps regulate our hormones. So it helps with our hormones, it helps with our brain health, and it also helps with absorbing vitamins. So I know people are taking like the omega 3s. I stopped taking mine just because those pills are so big, and I'm already having to take. I have to take 4 minimum a day, and then Mondays I have to take 5. Like certain days I have to take certain pills. So getting in your fat is good, but I want my women especially to understand that making sure you're getting in your healthy fat is good to also regulate your hormones. Because y'all know I'm always gonna talk to y'all about them cortisol levels. If you don't have them cortisol levels in check, which is your stress hormone, you're also gonna have a hard time with your weight. That's the downside of coming outside, y'all. These bugs now. I ain't take that in consideration. They weren't really an issue this morning, but I guess they are up. I used to have a wasp nest out here, and I found it funny because it's gone. I know I didn't get rid of it. Okay, a win is a win. I try with peanut oil, but if I have to eat, I use extra. Yeah, same here. Okay, my number 4, y'all. My number 4 myth when it comes to nutrition is you need to detox. Like people think they have to use a juice cleanse in order to detox. No, you don't. Yeah, do y'all know that most of these things that people sell are gimmicks? Like people feed off of. Okay, so let me tell y'all. Let me give y'all an example. So a lot of trainers do not like when people use the word tone. Because people always say, "Oh, I want to tone up." You don't. You're not really trying to tone. You're trying to lean out. So some people may say tomato, tomato. I get it, but most personal trainers or people in the fitness world hate when people say they're trying to tone. They say tone is not a fitness word. Yes, a lot of that. So I'm just gonna give you an example. So my content, I feel like isn't really doing what I want it to, and I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to get it there. Um, but I use the word. I put tone in my caption on one of my videos. I put the word tone, and I put it in quotations. And that video did better than normal. And it's because I used the word that people want to see. People want to see the word tone. So that's funny to me. And so I realized that of course businesses aren't like for me, I don't want to lie to people. I try to stay straight and narrow when it comes to the fitness world. But of course the average business person or marketer, they don't care. They're gonna feed off whatever works. So if you think wearing a waist trainer is gonna work, they're gonna sell it to you. If you think taking a pill is gonna help you lose weight, they'll give it to you. Which I know some of these things work. I know there what's that GL1, G whatever that people are taking now. I get it, but you also got to remember when you're putting a lot of foreign things in your body. Once again, foreign things in your body, it can cause issues elsewhere. So you do not need a detox or spend your money. So to get to my point, you do not need to use detox and cleansers and all that to accomplish what you're trying to do. Your kidney and liver are already made to do that. But by staying hydrated, eating whole fruits and veggies, that helps. But you do not need to buy expensive cleansers and go to these different juice places and buy these 7-day or 3-day detox. No, you don't have to do all that. Trust me, I've been there, done that. I've tried doing it before, and I realized you don't have to do that. So the body wrap isn't good. No. I told y'all the only reason why I wear my waist trainer is because of my stomach. A lot of times because I'm insecure. My body, because my endometriosis, I bloat. So one minute I can look good and feel good. Tomorrow I could be bloated and I don't like the way I look. So a lot of times I wear the wrap just to cover my stomach, to be honest. Is that Barn? Oh, it's Born to Serve. Okay, from Canada. Thank you for engaging with the chat. Thank you for coming in. Good morning to you. Well, I guess it's good afternoon for us here. But thank you for engaging. I appreciate you. But yeah, Teresa, yeah, the body wrap is kind of pointless. People wear the body. So I think I told y'all when you try to wear body wraps or anything like that, that's gonna help you sweat. That's only gonna help you for a short period of time. So sweating is good if you're trying like for wrestlers, right? Wrestlers, somebody who's trying to make weight, is gonna help you then because you're gonna get rid of that water weight. But as far as like long term, and when I say long, I guess even short term, it's not gonna work. Um, only to sweat so much, but you want burn fats with that. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Pow Pow even knows, even with boxing, like with wrestling or boxing, when you have to be a certain weight, they try to sweat and try to just get rid of any extra weight they can. But yeah, you won't be burning no fat. Fat is burning calories. That's the only way you're gonna burn fat. There's no other way. You gotta burn calories. So yes, when you get your heart rate elevated and you're moving more, that helps you with burning calories. But essentially, we just gotta burn the calories. That's the goal. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People will sell you anything. I'm pretty sure because I have abs, I'm pretty sure if I made some type of cream and said, if you rub this on your stomach every day, I bet people would buy it. I'm just not that person though. I could never do that. I've been told to do stuff like that, but that's just not who I am. I'm not gonna sell somebody something from one that I want to use or I don't think will really work. But I'm pretty sure because everybody wants the easy. They think there's an easy button, and the easy button is stop eating so much. I'm 217 right now. I'll need to be eating at least 200 grams of protein, right, and stay in a caloric deficit to lose fat and gain muscle. Well, depending on what your goal is, eventually you will need to. So they want you to lose. They want you to do zero point 0.7 to 1.2 grams of protein, depending on what your goals are. But in order for you to also stay in your caloric deficiency, I don't know if 200 grams where I will start right off the bat. But yeah, you do want to be close to that number. You are right, born sir. Um, but in order for you to get that 200 grams in, you will really have to make sure you know how to map out your foods. That way, your protein and your calories are matching up to get that much in. Like all your meals will have to have some type of protein in it, like your snacks, everything, in order to get that much in. I think I told y'all my breakfast, which was protein pancakes. I forgot what the calories were for that though. I think I was still under 400 calories with my breakfast. I'm gonna have to look that up. But I was getting at least 31 grams of protein with my protein pancakes, my turkey bacon, and my eggs. I was getting 31 grams. So yeah, you would definitely in order to stay. Yeah, I'm trying to imagine trying to get 200 grams in because a lot of people have problems with that and trying to stay in a caloric deficit. You would really have to make sure you're mapping out your snacks. Yeah, I remember Muhammad Ali. I use body wraps. A lot of boxers make the weight cut for a fight. Yep, because it's not healthy. Body percent kidney. Yeah, yep, yep. Pow pow. I knew you would know about it from being a boxer because I know between boxing and wrestling, there's a lot of things that they do to try to lose weight. And it's a temporary fix in order just to get on that scale and it read the number they need it to. Everything I eat has protein. I had a protein pancake for breakfast too. Okay. Yeah, the protein pancakes I eat give me about 15 grams of protein. So I like eating those. The only thing is I just have to be careful of the sugar from the syrup. I love me some sugar, y'all. So any chance I get to add. But the protein things, actually, you don't even really need that much syrup for them. The ones I eat, at least. Exactly. They just lose liquid, not fat. Exactly. Pow pow. They're they're losing that water and everything else. They're not losing fat. I think I try not to step on people's toes too much. I try to be nice and watch my mouth. And I think that's what makes me different from most trainers, because most trainers will just give it to you. And maybe I should start being like that. But I just don't want to be mean to people. But I really want people to understand, like, once again, if you don't have a medical condition, you didn't gain that weight overnight. You didn't gain it overnight. So to think that you can lose it in a short amount of time, it just baffles me, because I'm like, do you not understand how long it took you to gain that weight? So what kind of syrup to use with the pancakes? Honestly, you just want to go with a low sugar, to be honest. But I mean, that's the whole reason why people like syrup, right? We like the sugar, we like the sweetness that it brings to our pancakes. But they make low sugar or no sugar added syrup. It's like just like honey. I mixed in banana. Okay, yeah. I think that's what my sister said. She made some. I think she used banana, egg. I forgot what type of protein she put in there as well. But yeah, she said it was pretty good. I don't think she used any syrup either. But I probably, my pancakes I make normally don't need syrup, but like I said, I just like that extra sweetness. And I think that was my excuse to have something sweet. Like, oh, I got pancakes, I need syrup. If you want to lose weight, say goodbye to sugar. Exactly. I've definitely pulled back on my sugar. I showed y'all my animal crackers yesterday. Those animal crackers, I think it said 120 calories, and I can eat 16 of them. And it gave 2 grams. It only gave 2 grams of protein. So that's not good if you're trying to get your protein in. Remember, to me, when it comes to snacks, I want to be closer to 10 grams of protein when it comes to me consuming a snack. This is a journey to say the least. Definitely born to serve for sure. You'll see a difference though when you do remove sugar from your eating habits. I'm trying to pull back on it. I think it's funny because on one of my I don't know why I keep having to clear my throat. On one of my workout videos, I'm gonna post it on YouTube after I get done here. But it's called Bye Bye Back Fat, and that's what I have as the caption on over the video. And this woman commented, and she basically like, I'm gonna give this a try. And she was like, but you don't have any back fat. And I was like, you're right, because I'm doing this workout. But but I think it's funny that, so I feel like I get discredited a lot because I don't look the like, I think people like seeing like testimonies from somebody that was very big and who lost weight. But I'm like, what's the difference between me telling you that I was able to maintain what I look like? That takes a lot of work too. But also because people don't know my genetics, they don't know what I could look like if I didn't work out. But trust me, if I didn't work out, my genetics, even though I come from athletic parents, the way I love food, I definitely could see myself on my 600-pound life if I didn't get it together. But I tend to get discredited a lot because I'm not a big person. I think people just think genetically I'm naturally meant to be small, and so I don't really deal with any problems. But no, I had 3 Oreos last night. Tasted good at the time, but I felt horrible 5 minutes later. Bye bye, sugar. It gotta go. I think also when you remove sugar from your lifestyle, when you consume it again, it can either have two effects on you. It's either going to be really good and pull you down that rabbit hole of you wanting to eat it more and more and more, or you got so used to not eating it that you're like, ugh, like this ain't what I want. So it kind of goes back and forth. Um, this walking pace is actually pretty good. Well, it depends. You eat fruit. Not too much, but at least 1 or 2 fruits every day. So it's different because it releases from the body slowly, but you can have energy during workouts. So yeah, there's definitely, I think I talked about this before, the difference between natural sugar and refined sugar. And that's actually one of my points. So it's number 7. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip to number 7. And it's number 7 myth that I had for today for nutrition fact was sugar should be avoided. That's a myth. Sugar should not be avoided. I think that's what people confuse between natural sugar and refined sugar. When I went to Tropical Smoothie yesterday, because I had reward points, y'all. So I got a free acai bowl. But when you look up the sugar in an acai bowl, it's at 55 grams. I was like, "Ooh, 55 grams is a lot." But it's 55 grams of natural sugar and not refined sugar. So natural sugar provides fiber. It helps with vitamins and antioxidants. And because it is a natural sugar, it does release in the body differently. So Papa, you did make a good point. So you could definitely eat natural sugar over refined, but you still have to do it in you still got to modify how you do it. Can y'all hear me? I said my neighbor below me. um. So yeah, you still got to be careful of the natural sugar, though. I think that's where people get caught up. Because, I think I told y'all, people think the healthier something is, the more they can eat it. It's almost like salad. People feel like, oh, it's salad, I can eat more of it. No, it's still calories. So you still got to be mindful of your calories. So even when it comes to sugar, whether it's refined versus the processed, natural sugar versus the processed, excuse me, you still got to be mindful of that. So we end up hitting another one of my myth points today, which was sugar should be avoided. You couldn't hear me when I said that. I was whispering on purpose. Just getting ready to hit the gym. You all are amazing. Thank you for speaking with me. You'll definitely see me more on your streams. Okay, cool. I get on every day at 11:30, except for Thursdays and Saturdays. So thank you, Born and Serve. I appreciate you coming and engaging with me. I appreciate it. Enjoy your workout. So my next myth, nutrition myth, is high protein diet damages your kidneys. It sounds relaxing. So I think a lot of people. So this is number 5. Well, technically number 6. I skipped down to 1, but it's my number 5 point. High protein diet damage kidneys. A lot of people think that when you eat a lot of protein, it damages your kidneys. They're like, oh, you can't eat too much protein. It's gonna mess up your kidneys. Blah 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 blah. So that's not true. Unless you already have a pre-existing condition, your body knows how to flush out excess. So am I telling you to eat a whole bunch of protein, which half of us struggle to get enough protein anyway? So let's start there. we don't even probably get enough protein for it to even cause damage to our kidneys because we don't even know how to consume enough of it. Let's start there. So, but your body knows how to flush it out. Your kidneys know how to flush out. So you find yourself having to use the bathroom a lot, and you know you've been eating a lot of protein. Your body's flushing it out. Remember, that's why you use the bathroom, right? Your body's trying to flush out toxins. So that's why you want to stay hydrated. It's okay if you're using the bathroom a lot to a certain degree, of course. If you don't have any medical conditions, it's okay. Your body is flushing it. Yeah, my neighbor was below me. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Um, Let me see what my next point was. I hit that. Oh, this was a good one I want to talk about. So I got about 15 more minutes. Y'all are walking. I feel good. Like walking today feels very good. But I don't want to overdo it because this is how I mess myself up. I start feeling good. I think I can walk, I can do all this stuff. And today's only Tuesday. And so I do all this because I feel good in the moment and then I pay for it later. That's what I'm learning. So that's nothing I'm going to tell y'all. So with my endometriosis, I'm still learning new things about how my body operates with it. And so with this fitness journey of mine, I'm starting to learn more things that cause issues. And so now I'm starting to understand that yes, my body has limits, and that even though I might feel good in the moment, I have to be mindful that if I do too much, it can cause problems. So let's see where I'm at with my steps. Okay, I'm at 14,500 steps. I'm definitely moving a lot slower than I was earlier today because I should have had way more steps in the amount of time that I've been walking. But once again, I'm not going to push myself. I'm going to be okay with how many steps I got. Because the math in me, I'm like, I should be at this number by now. It's okay. Okay. So my next point I want to hit for y'all, my nutrition myth. This is number 7 total. Is gluten-free is healthier. How many of y'all have heard that gluten-free is healthier? Or have seen on movies or TV shows where like the pretty woman on there is like, oh, does that have gluten in it? Oh no, I can't eat any. I'm watching my figure. I know y'all seen movies like that. Gluten-free does not necessarily mean healthier. So like for me, I have a gluten. So if you have a gluten sensitivity, gluten-free and plant-based foods. So they all try to make it sound like those things are healthier. But what I told y'all, and that's actually considered to be a myth. Gluten-free isn't healthier to a degree. And let me say why. Unless you have a gluten sensitivity, like for me, y'all know with my endometriosis, hey Dean, what's going on? Yo, yo, yo. With me, because I have endometriosis, I already know that gluten can be a trigger for me. And like I told y'all, it's different for everybody. So gluten can be a trigger for me, but unless you have like a gluten sensitivity or what is it, like celiac disease or something like that, I think that's how you say it. Gluten is normally more processed. Because remember I told y'all gotta look at you gotta start reading the packages on things. Sometimes if it says, remember, once again, what I told y'all earlier, everybody's trying to scam everybody. Everybody's want to make money, right? That's what business is about. Business is about making money. So if I know that people are wanting to be low fat, I may put something out there that's low fat, but then it may be high in sugar. It might be high in calories. It's going to be high in something else normally. A lot of times, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. You probably want to definitely make sure you're reading the back of the package and seeing what type of ingredients are in there. It might be even something really small, because it's not all about just what you read on the top of the nutrition label. So it's not just about your calories, protein, cholesterol, trans fat. Sometimes you want to go to the ingredients at the bottom and kind of see what's in there. So a lot of times you're gluten-free. That is what people are selling, right? They want you to think gluten-free means better. But just because it's gluten-free does not mean it doesn't have other things in there that makes it worse. So like a lot of it is processed. It might have, I'm gonna go look at my gluten-free pasta later. I don't feel like getting off right now. But I was gonna use that as an example to kind of see what is in this gluten-free. Like, is it good? I'm at 50 minutes, y'all. But I love pasta and pizza. I'll be healthy, but I would die so soon. You're funny, Pow Pow. I love pizza over pasta as well, Teresa. I'm definitely a pizza lover. But I do realize that when I go get it from like an actual restaurant versus getting it from the grocery store, Unless I get the thin crust pizza, I do a lot better. Nope, I don't see Dante in here today. Well, Kurt, aka Kurt. He hasn't been on today. So, he probably got caught up busy with work. Hey Daniel, I be trying to read y'all names from afar. I'm on my walking pad. So I have it's like it's a little smaller than a treadmill. Well, it's a lot smaller than a treadmill. But it's a walking pad that I'm on. Pasta made days if you use the right ingredients. I want to try some like really fresh pasta. I've always bought like the store brand pasta. I want to see like fresh made pasta. I want to see what that tastes like. I gotta figure out what I'm eating for lunch. What did y'all eat for lunch? Is it effective? My wife might like it. I think it's very effective. So this is what I use mostly for my cardio. If you look on my page, like if you look at a lot of my short videos, I do a lot of strength training workouts. But as far as my cardio, this is the main thing that I do. Because I have stage 4 endometriosis and adenomyosis, running is hard on my body because it engages my core a lot more. When you run, you engage your core a lot. So I've been using the walking pad since the end of March, beginning of April. And I definitely think it's very effective. I went to an event last Wednesday and I realized that my endurance is really good. It's better than I thought. Maybe the people out there, and it was a couple of hundred of us out there, unless they were just really out of shape, it showed me that I'm in pretty good shape. And so I contribute that to me walking because I walk for, like today, I've already done 7 miles of walking. Let me see what my walking pads say. Yeah, I've done almost 8 miles of walking a day. So yeah, to answer your question, I definitely think it's effective. It's easy for you to get on and do, so you avoid making those excuses of being like, oh, I get dressed and go to the gym, or I don't have a lot of space for it in my place. No, this thing can go underneath your bed. You can pull it out while you're watching TV. You don't have to worry about the weather. So I love it. So you don't have to worry about going, because a lot of times people use the weather as an excuse for, I don't want to go to my car and get wet and then got to walk inside the gym. Nope. You got a walking pad. So yeah, definitely. I think she would love it, especially if she's trying to get into working out or just moving. That has been like my saying is stay moving. I need to get a shirt that say that. Stay moving. Because the older we get, that's the one thing we stop doing is moving. And then we wonder why our body is starting to act the way it is. It isn't because of our age. It's because we stop moving. So I need everyone to stay active. It just feels so good out here. Thanks for answering. I'll shop around. Stay strong. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, definitely shop around because some of these prices can be crazy. If I'm going to figure I'm going to figure out where you stay, Pow. We'll talk about it one of these days when I'm actually serious about coming to Italy. Because I do know I plan on going there. Okay, so y'all, let me hit my last point. This is my last nutrition fact. I just want to make sure I hit them all. So my last nutrition, this is number 8, my last nutrition myth, and then I'll give you the truth behind it. It says small, frequent meals boost your metabolism. So I don't know if y'all have heard, and even I have said this, but I want to give it with more explanation. Yes, it is better to spread your meals out. But the thing is, once again, I've said this too, and if you've been following me, I say this. It's still about your total calories and your nutrition intake. So eating the small meals is what helps your body like slowly. I feel like my walking pad is acting weird right now. or maybe it's just me. I could be tired. um, I feel like, of course, when you eat your meals throughout the day, that does help your body when it comes to digesting. But once again, it's not about eating a whole bunch of small meals. It's about making sure you're getting quality meals in. So you're getting nutrition dense foods. And then you're also still looking at your total calories. So regardless if you're eating 1,500 calories, no matter how many meals you had, it still needs to equal 1,500 calories. But it is better for you to spread that food out. Because like I tell you, I always use the car as an analogy. You know, your car does better if you're preparing for a trip and you put fuel in your car at the beginning. You know, it does better throughout the trip. That's kind of how you want to treat your body. You want to give it food throughout the day, so that way you're able to fuel it. And then once again, remember, you got to remember your body is trying to build trust with you. So if it knows you're going to eat right, it's okay with getting rid of certain foods. Remember, your body is trying to protect you. It tries to adapt to how you operate. So it's about consistency as well. If you're consistently drinking water, you're consistently giving your body the macros that it needs, the protein, carbs, and fat, you build that trust with your body, and you'll start feeling a lot better, and your body will start releasing what it doesn't need. I know a lot of the weight that we have is also just sitting in our intestines. Yeah. So we need to build that trust with our body, so our body will release it. But like I said, that's only if you don't have a pre-existing condition. I know for me with my endometriosis, y'all already know it attacks my intestines. So I do need sometimes a aid to help release and get my bowels moving. I know, TMI, but hey, it's life. Yeah, I did good today. I'm so proud of myself. It's about to be 12:30, and I would have hit. Let me see. I'm at 15,000 steps for the day. I got a lot of walking in today. So I'm gonna see how my body feels tomorrow, because I said I was gonna get on here and walk tomorrow again. But that's on TikTok. So I'm gonna walk tomorrow on TikTok early in the morning, and then I'll be stretching tomorrow on here. So my body will probably be happy to get that stretch in tomorrow, because it's like, wait a minute, when we started walking again. So from walking and doing strength training, yeah, I'm putting in that work. It's so peaceful out here today. I got a minute, a little less than 90 seconds left. I was about to say a minute 30, but 60 seconds left, and I'll be at an hour, y'all. An hour of walking. And then I'm going to slow it down just a little bit to cool down. I walked for almost 2 hours earlier today. I walked for an hour and 48 minutes. So I add this hour on top. Almost be at 3 hours for the day. "20 seconds, and then I can slow it down." But if I have any health and fitness questions, y'all already know what to do. You can go ahead and throw it in the chat right now. Or if you don't want to put it under the chat, we can always throw it underneath another video of mine, and I'll bring it up in another video. I'll respond to it. I know some people don't like talking in the chat, and that's okay. I just hit an hour, y'all, so I'm going to slow it down. Woo. Get my legs adjusted. Oh, Xwood, I don't understand what you're saying, but hey. Greetings from Germany. Oh, I was in Germany for a few months. I was there for about 4 months, 3, 4 months. But that was a long time ago. But thank you for engaging with the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I love when y'all come in from different places outside of the States. So welcome to the chat. So right now we got Germany and Italy in the building. Outside of the US, should I say. So right now I'm walking to cool down. I just hit 1 hour of walking today. Now I'm at a total of 2 hours and 48 minutes of walking. Woo. So we'll definitely see how my body feels tomorrow. I'm going to take a shower. And I might have a lunch date today, y'all. I don't know yet. I got to figure that out first. I got to verify. So go get some food. I got a little work to do. So ooh. I gotta look something up. I just thought about it. I'm at 2.5 miles walked. So I definitely did over 8 miles today. If you combine what I did earlier today. So tomorrow, y'all, I'll be on my TikTok walking tomorrow morning. And then I'll come over here and we'll stretch it out. Full body stretch. Y'all know we do dynamic and then we do static stretch. So I look forward to doing that with you all. Remember, you don't have to stretch just when you're about to work out. The older we get, all right, lunch date. Teresa, you're so funny to me because you always catch everything I say. That's hilarious to me. So yeah, even when you're, I think most people think they need to stretch just before they work out or after they work out. You can stretch just because. So make sure you're stretching just because it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, anything that ends with a day. Okay, make sure you're stretching. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. So tomorrow, 11:30, same time as today. Meet me here. Matter of fact, beat me here. Let me guess. Always the good women are married and have children. No problem. I'll be. So I'm not married. I don't have any kids, but I'm trying to get there. So I'm trying to get there. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be on here. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel tomorrow after all this walking between yesterday and today. I got to figure out how I'm gonna schedule going between both platforms and trying to work out. This is when I wish I could sing or something. It'd be easier. But all right, y'all, it's been real. Happy Tuesday. Be safe. Be kind. Have a good day. And I'll see y'all tomorrow at 11:30. Beat me here, okay? Put me a message in the chat before I even get on. All right, y'all. It's been real. Have a good one, y'all.